Hello, you are welcome to Eco Balance Mastery Hub, your gateway to sustainable living and personal development. In today's video, we shall discuss why it is important for you to spend time with nature, and we will also discover the transformative effect of immersing yourself into the great outdoor space or with nature. Let me start by talking from the student's point of view, right? Every good student during a period of examination will subject himself under strict conditions so that he or she can excel, right? And after the examination period, they will love to gain back the energy they invested during the examination period. And so after this period of examination, these students will spend time in their rooms, either sleeping, resting, or even sometimes playing games. And these are all strategies to regain the energy they lost. But I've conducted several studies and I've realized that nature has the ability to give back the energy these students lost during the examination period. And Albert Einstein captured this in one of his quotes. He highlighted this in one of his quotes. And sometimes after this examination period, the students keep on wondering what they wrote in the examination period. They keep on, hey, am I going to do well? What did I write? And so they become tensed in their state of resting after the examination period. And I said Albert Einstein captured one, he highlighted this concept in one of his quotes. And he said that, look deep into nature and you would understand everything better. Isn't this amazing? He just said, look deep into nature. If you doubt this, you can, after examination period or any time that you feel very stressed and very tired, you can do this. Just move into a green environment, spend time in the green environment and see the outcome. In a world and age where building density has increased greatly, technology is at its peak and industrialization keeps on increasing, people tend to spend most of their time being indoors, probably in their offices, rooms, classrooms, libraries, and so many enclosed areas. But in real fact, when given a choice, many people express a preference for natural materials and other elements that incorporate or evoke nature. And it turns out that there is more to that preference than just a personal taste. The preference for nature has a name and is called the biophilia, which literally means love of life or an affinity for living things and the natural world. And the biophilia effect describes any of a number of positive impact experienced when this affinity is evoked through a sensory experience of nature, either sight, sound, smell, or feel. Or in simple terms, the biophilia refers to our innate tendencies or our internal tendencies to connect with nature and its desires. According to the nature connectedness theory by Meyer and Frass in 2004, they actually showed a relationship between people and the rest of nature. And the nature connectedness theory the nature connectedness theory is a measurable psychological construct that moves beyond contact with nature to an individual sense of their relationship with the natural world. All right. So what Meyer and Frass in 2004 concluded on was that the impact of sustainable behaviors shows that there is a trait in individuals that makes us feel emotionally connected to the natural world. This natural emotional connection is what actually draws men towards nature. And man is part of the natural world, and so everything that is natural or part of nature has some kind of connection, and man is not different. So anytime that's what I talk about as the biophilia effect. These are the effects after the benefit or the effect after you are drawn towards nature, and it's an internal tendency, right? And so man as part of the natural world will also definitely be connected with something, and nature is a huge part of it. If you want to experience peace and serenity in your life, never take nature out of the equation. And nature is the purest portal to inner peace. And so once you enter into that portal, trust me, that internal peace that has been imbibed into nature will be engulfed in your soul. There are so many importance of you spending time with nature, and for the purpose of this particular video, I'll be talking about just a few of them. And so the first point that I want to talk about is that the outdoor space or nature has the ability to boost your immune system. Yes, scientific studies have proven that breathing in airborne chemicals produced by plants increases our level of white blood cells, which helps us fight diseases. Right, so how can you breathe in these airborne chemicals produced by plants? Definitely, it's by spending time with nature. And example of this airborne chemicals produced by plants is the phytoncides, and they are a type of volatile organic compounds that are produced by plants, and they have been shown to have various health benefits, including immune system enhancement and anti-inflammatory effects. Inflammation is a natural response of the human body's immune system to either injury, infection, or damage, and it is a complex biological process that involves cell, tissues, and chemicals, so I wouldn't want to go into it deeper. And reducing inflammation in humans means that there is definitely going to be a decrease in the intensity and the duration of inflammatory response, which has so many benefits, including there is definitely going to be an improved skin health and appearance, and reduced risk of tumor growth, and sometimes there will be reduced swelling and redness, and there will be enhanced immune function. Right, good. And these benefits will come into your life when you spend time with nature, because there are so many chemicals that plants releases, and I've made mention of one, that's the phytoncides. Yes, these are the benefit that's is embedded when you spend time with nature. The second benefit of you spending time with the natural world or with nature is that there is mental restoration. The modern world contains plenty of intrinsic stimuli, flashy screens, vibrating phones, rambling roadways that compete for our limited attention. This ongoing overstimulation may raise your stress levels without you even realizing it. And when an individual spends time with nature, it improves his mood, provides sensory stimulation, fosters a sense of connection, and offers solitude and serenity, right? Because everything, like when you're just spending time with nature, it is going to be you and the natural world, so there wouldn't be a lot of distractions as compared to you spending time in your offices, moving in when you are driving your vehicles, and you spending time with this whole world of urbanization. When you just spend time with nature, it's just you and nature. And when there's a connection, there's a sense of connection between you and nature, it offers solitude and serenity, and this can go a long way in helping you to ease your mental stress. Urbanization and industrialization has resulted in high levels of air pollution. Air pollution can trigger allergies, asthma, and other respiratory diseases. One surprising fact is that, according to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, indoor air quality or concentration of air pollutants are often 2 to 5 times higher than the outdoor concentration. Isn't this amazing? Just the indoor air space, the concentration of the air pollutant is 2 to 5 times higher than the outdoor concentration, meaning that in our rooms, our offices, the probability of the air pollutants being contaminated is about 2 to 5 times higher as compared to the outdoor concentration. This is really weird. And being in green spaces exposes you to fresher air, which can help improve lung function and the overall respiratory health. And spending more time in the natural green space could help you lower your risk of respiratory concern. This is incredibly amazing, meaning that you have to spend a lot of time in the green world. And I think that this is one of the reasons why our fathers, the fathers of old, our grandparents, lived more longer than us as compared to this current generation, because they took in good air, good foods, and all these things. We will talk about that in another video. Being outdoor is fun, but more importantly, is good for the soul, mind, and the body. And Scientific studies have shown that being in nature has a positive effect on our bodies by reducing the cortisol levels and the muscle tension and the demand on the cardiovascular system. And the cortisol is a hormone produced by the adrenal gland, and it plays a crucial role in the body response to stress. And I think it also regulates the blood sugar levels, and it aids in the metabolism of fats, protein, and carbohydrate. And the cortisol, sometimes the hormone cortisol, is sometimes it's refers to as the stress hormone because of its importance. Increase in the stress hormone can have negative effects such as weight gain, insomnia, blood sugar imbalances, hormonal imbalances, memory and cognitive impairment. And there are so many factors that can result in these negative issues, so many of them. When you don't check your diet well, you are definitely going to have gain weight and all these things. There are so many factors associated with all these negative effects. But when you spend time with nature, the probability of you actually having this negative effect in your life will be very low, because when you spend time with nature, you are going to be involved in some activities, walking. Sometimes once, maybe if you move along with your boys, your friends and all these things, you are going to engage in some form of exercises, right? And the air that you are breathing in is very organic, and the probability of you having this negative effect in your life is very low. Nature has so many benefits, and in my attempt to just name a few, I limited myself to just 5 points. But if you see health-wise, psychologically, emotionally, physically, there are so many benefits that nature can give. And in our attempt to develop our urban spaces, when we involve nature, pockets of nature into the design and the planning process, it has so many benefits. We have this urban heat island effect, and this is one of the major problems that our urban spaces are encountering. A phenomenon where the surrounding air temperature is cooler as compared to the inner part. This is the urban heat island effect, and nature has the ability to curb these things down. And personally, individually too, nature has the ability to boost your energy, to restore your focus, improve your mental health, improve your mood, foster a sense of connection, both emotionally and physically, rejuvenate your overall well-being. There are so many, and I'm just limiting myself to just a few. And we are going to, in my attempt to let you understand this on a very broad level, I'm going to limit myself. I'm going to talk about this concept in another movie, in another video, and I'm going to break it down psychologically, the impact that nature has on an individual, emotionally, the impact that and there are so many studies that has been conducted that when patients, any patient that spend time with nature has the ability to recover faster as compared to somebody who does not spend time with nature. And these things are factors that we need to consider, and in another video we are going to talk about this on a deeper context. All right, so thank you very much for spending time with me, and I'll see you in another video. God bless you and have a wonderful day.